How long should I study for? This is a question that plagues numerous students, and we've been asked it many times. It's actually very simple, and we've broken it down into three main categories. The first is a mini study session, which is less than 25 minutes. The second is a medium study session, which is between 25 minutes and 45 minutes. And the third is the mega study session, which is between 45 minutes and 90 minutes in length. Personally, the power comes from the medium study session. Let's move on. We are using the framework, purpose, how to, and when framework in analyzing these three different categories. Moving on to the mini study session. What's the purpose? Quick wins. You at least get in some studying compared to no studying. You feel good and you learn more. Simple. However, there is another powerful purpose to this, which is routine establishment. For example, if you have a study session or you don't have a study session and you want to make a certain period in your day a study session, you would want to use a mini study session to establish that routine and then go from there. For example, early morning habit, you want to set it up, you use a mini study session. Or if there's a difficult study session late at night and you want to actually make that study session more productive, or actually make it happen where it previously was not happening, you would use a mini study session. So let's jump right into the calendar. For those of you who attended our Study for Success, we have this calendar that I want to bring up here. For those of you who have not attended it as well, feel free to subscribe to our mailing list and you will receive updates as to our next session. So this is our calendar right here. And the goal is, initially, we had a study session from 7:30 to 11 p.m. And this was too difficult for obvious reasons. It's too long. We went ahead and we broke it up into 3 disjoint study sessions, 1, 2, and 3. And in between, we partitioned them with yoga and reading a book. Obviously, these things could be changed, right? Now, this last study session from 10:15 p.m. to 11 p.m. was very difficult to get. And just mentally looking at that, you would feel tired, you would feel fatigued, and eventually a lot of people agreed that they would probably just read their book for a bit longer and then get tired and fall asleep. What I would suggest is you convert this medium study session so far, because it's more than 25 minutes, to a mini study session. So you could simply drop it down from 10:15 to just say, for something smaller, I would probably go with 20 minutes. So instead of 11, just say, or you could start with 15 minutes. Let's just say 15 minutes for a start. And that way, it is much easier in your head to actually say, hey, it's not long. It's just 15 minutes that I have to study for. And that way, you will get in that 15 minutes. And once you get in that 15 minutes consistently, the routine starts to happen. And then you push that 15 minutes to 20, 25, 30, and you keep going. So it transfers from your mini study session into a medium study session. That's the power of the mini study session. All right, so we're moving on now. When would you do it? Anytime. Basically, once you have time to get in a quick study session, you can do it. Or in this case, with the routine establishment, you have a set time and you have a set goal. For example, ready before anyone else. If you are going to the mall, or going to the movies, or doing a family activity, and you are the person who is always ready first, then I would suggest, instead of just going on your phone or relaxing or doing something else, get in a mini study session, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and it works wonders, because that is free learning, as I like to call it. Wake up early, we dealt with this above. If you finish your class early, you have 15 minutes before, hey, just do a mini study session. Tired and you want to get in some work, so that this was the late night study session that I now went through with the calendar. How to do this? There are different ways you can do it depending on the availability of resources you have. Quick, cheap, easy one. You can have your study card, so it's easy. You just pull it out from your pocket, or you have some recordings on your phone and you just press play, headset in your ears, and it's good. You actually do get in some work. You are productive. You really, really feel good about it. And that's it for our mini study session. Hope you enjoyed this video. Look out for an email tomorrow with part 2.